ACS, the hiring process is an evolving component. Originally, the hiring process only involved one or both of the company owners. As the company continues to grow, it is the team leaders and cleaning technicians which will have a major impact on hiring. After all, it is the cleaners who must interact with new trainees. It is in your best interest to hire good people that you choose yourself, because if you do not, you're only making your job more difficult in the future. Down the line, there will still be a phone interview conducted by one of the owners, but if they pass that initial screening, the potential cleaning tech will be brought in front of a panel consisting of whatever team leaders decide to be a factor in the hiring process. So, how do you conduct the interview? The biggest mistake is being unprepared. Have some steps to follow and questions prepared. Make the applicants as comfortable as possible. Doing this will lead them to answer questions freely. If the question seems like it could be embarrassing, perhaps answer the question in the way you would in an honest interview. Set aside the time needed for the interview. Shut your phone off or put it aside and try to remain focused. Always remember you will be spending a lot of time with this person later, so put in the effort now. Always provide an accurate job description so the applicant knows what they are applying for. Supplying them with a typical or busy example of a possible day's work. Bring with you a set of questions that can probe into job history. Listen 80% of the time. Your whole goal is to get an idea of whether or not they're right for the job. Once you realize they're a potential worker, then explain the company. Stay away from personal questions. Make sure to take detailed notes and always get a second opinion. Here's an example of some interview questions that aren't personal. Tell me about a time you disagreed with a coworker or didn't get along well with them. How did you handle it? This job can carry a great deal of pressure. Can you tell me about a time when there was too much pressure put onto you? In any job, there will inevitably be a customer who is impossible to please. How do you deal with a person who complains repeatedly? What is the most frustrating thing you run into at work? It is very common to have a conflict with your boss. Can you tell me about a time when you did? A lot of people take little things from a company over time because they feel it won't damage a large company. Have you ever worked where this has happened? What would you do if you saw this? Have you ever taken work property? Give me an example of a deadline you were running short of time on and how you handled it.